Hi, I'm Ivory Harlow, Organization Director for the Fairfield, Hocking, Ross, and Pickaway County Farm Bureaus. Today I'm speaking with James Smith from Association Benefit Planners, partner of the Ohio Farm Bureau. We're talking about health insurance benefits and options for Farm Bureau member employers. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Ivory Harlow, Organization Director for the Fairfield, Hocking, Pickaway, and Ross County Farm Bureaus. Today I'm speaking with James Smith from Association Benefit Planners, a trusted partner of the Ohio Farm Bureau, and we are talking about insurance options and benefits for Farm Bureau member employers, so those members that are operating farm businesses.
Right, yeah. The Ohio Farm Bureau was very cognizant of the employer challenges of finding health insurance, specifically for small employers, those small farms around the state of Ohio. And they developed the Ohio Farm Bureau Health Benefit Plan, and that plan is an employer plan, and that's kind of a key point here because it does require a business entity in order to qualify for the plan. And in addition, that plan does allow for employers as small as 1 employee up to 99 employees. So truly small employers, but like I say, when we get into the 1 employee, sometimes that's challenging to find options out there, and this plan does allow that.
Great. Talking more into eligibility, so the specific eligibility requirements for those Ohio Farm Bureau members that are operating businesses that want to provide health insurance to their employees. What are the eligibility factors that they could take advantage of those employer plans?
Yeah, absolutely. So the number one key is obviously having an agricultural relationship and being a member of the Ohio Farm Bureau. And that's done at the employer level. The employees that participate in the plan, if an employer chooses to enroll, do pay into the plan and become a Farm Bureau member if not already. Additionally, the plan does allow for a number of entities to qualify. So not only your traditional farm, livestock producers and crop producers, but also the extension of that. They use a farm to fork mentality, which allows not only the producers but also those deliverers. So you'll have restaurants and grocery stores, things of that nature that also qualify for the plan. So that's pretty key. And again, what we're looking for is employers that are offering full-time benefits. So a full-time employee would be an employee with 30 hours or more per week to qualify as a full-time employee. And again, the employer is sponsoring the plan, and they do have a financial commitment to the plan. But this is a great option. Number one, not only to provide an additional benefit to your employee, to acquire and retain those employees, but also it helps the employer oftentimes because the individual marketplace is difficult as they're looking for benefits for themselves. This provides another option that they can look to tie to their business and provide more options to not only themselves but also their employees.
Many farmers have employees that might work full-time, might work more than full-time during certain months of the year, but then during the downtime, kind of December, January, February, maybe even early March, they don't have employees on the books. Is there a stipulation about contract workers or seasonal workers for eligibility?
And every situation is going to differ, and that's what we work with each employer to find out their certain circumstance, and with seasonal employees, typically they will not qualify. We do have certain standards, typically 9 months or more per year, they're going to be required to work that 30 hours or more, just kind of as a little piece of one of the qualifiers. But when we look at a particular employee, we're looking at their specific needs. What are their employee base? How many employees? How are they structured? Are they a corporation, an LLC, a sole proprietorship? All of those things factor into qualifying for the plan. So we work with them to determine what's the best solution for them. And again, we'll work with them as far as those seasonal employees, things like that, to try to find alternatives for them as well, if that's a key component in them looking for the benefits.
We've been hearing a lot about the Affordable Care Act and different policies available through the Affordable Care Act. Why would a Farm Bureau member employer choose the Ohio Farm Bureau Health Benefits plan over just the ACA market?
Great question, and this is a very different plan than the Affordable Care Act plans that are out there for employers. The health benefit plan is a MIWA, which is kind of an interesting name. It's a multiple employer welfare arrangement, and what that means is it's a self-funded plan that's sponsored by the Ohio Farm Bureau, which allows the association members to come together and band together to buy basically Fortune 500 benefits, and it's self-funded, so it allows us to kind of bring about some benefit options that are not available through the marketplace. Most specifically, under that self-funded side of things, we can use a risk component when we're rating the groups, which oftentimes will allow savings of 30 to 40% compared to what they may find in the traditional marketplace.
So competitive rates
absolutely
is a huge benefit of choosing an Ohio Farm Bureau health benefits plan over an ACA plan. Yeah,
and additionally, sorry to cut you off there, additionally, some of the biggest things that we have with regards to our partnership is we partner with Medical Mutual. The plan is run through a third-party administrator with Medical Mutual, so we use their network throughout the state of Ohio, which is a very strong network. It's not limited. Many people in the individual market see that there's some limitations on the providers and hospitals that they can utilize. This plan does not have those limitations. We use a very vast network with Medical Mutual and have them administer our claims and customer service as well, which is a great partnership, and we value it greatly.
There are some additional options too. So we want health insurance certainly and those benefits, but families are increasingly concerned about dental, about vision, about those costs can really add up. Are there options for that using the employer plan?
There are. Now the ancillary options is what we call them. So the dental, vision, those additional options, we do have partner carriers that we work with. Those aren't actually sponsored by the Farm Bureau directly, but we do have carriers that we can work with to find solutions. And again, whether it's all of those benefits or just one or the other of those benefits, we can find solutions both on an employer paid as well as a voluntary basis, where you can offer the benefit but the employee is paying the full cost of those benefits. So there's a lot of options that we can provide, and again, that gets back to meeting with that employer, determining what their needs are, and then finding the best solution for them.
A lot of members call us with questions about what does self-funded mean? What does this mean? It sounds scary to them. They're thinking, well, what do I have to put into this to gain access to those benefits? Can you explain to us what self-funding means in terms of health insurance plans?
Yeah, so self-funding, there are some risks built into anytime you say a self-funded plan. This plan is not a traditional self-funding in that respect when it comes to the employer and how they deal with the plan. This plan is what we would call a level funded. So all of the components of a self-funded plan, the administrative costs, the claims costs, the partnership with Medical Mutual, all of those costs are paid for by the plan, and then on a monthly basis the employer will receive a monthly invoice that encapsulates all of those costs. In addition, the plan is set up in a way to protect that small employer, because we don't want an employer with one or two employees, very small income levels, to have the risk of potentially going bankrupt because of a large claimant. So this plan does have a number of protections that obviously we would discuss greatly in detail with the employer, but protections that prevent them from being responsible for any large claims or any catastrophic instances, or even if the plan were to fall apart in some way or become insolvent. All of those protections are there so that the employer, the monthly costs that they're paying towards the invoice or towards the health benefit plan are fully encapsulated, and they can walk away at any time with 30 days written notice and have no additional risk to them.
Great. So the takeaway really, if I'm a farmer and I own a farm business and I have employees and I'm interested in offering health insurance options and plans to my employees, where can I go or how do I start the process if I have questions or I want more information on what's available to me through the Farm Bureau benefit plan?
Yeah, absolutely. I think first and foremost is yourself. You know, your organizational director, your local county offices. Make sure that you're reaching out to them, seeing what what options are available. They certainly have our information to reach out and connect you with us. The Farm Bureau itself, the website is a great tool. You know, the Ohio Farm Bureau's website does have links to the health benefit plan. You can actually go on there and put in your personal information in order to have one of us reach out and contact you with regards to the plan. And then also we're one of the independent agencies that work with the Farm Bureau, and yourabp.com is our website. You can feel free to go out there, click on the Ohio Farm Bureau link, and that'll connect you directly with me.
Great. So if you are a farm owner and employer looking for additional information on how you can take advantage of these fantastic savings and insurance options for your employees, I'd suggest calling your county office to gain access to some basic materials. We can provide you with a brochure. We can also provide you to links to start getting an idea of what you can provide to your employees. And then we can put you in touch with an individual who can answer your questions for the available plans that might work for your farm business.
Absolutely.